We'll get this show on the road. We're on the road. James Frayne, Ben Travers, Inside Feed Punters Club, Frayne Train, recapping last week quickly. I know you tipped the winner, I think, in the first in Brisbane.
Profit in the first.
Oh, yeah. Everyone was on it. That's right. Fuck me. You exclusively tipped that Thursday night on Inside Feed at about $6.
Yeah, I think I ended up taking about 5, and I think it jumped the favourite at 270 and fell. Yeah. Well, not fell in, but got Grand Piano.
Fuck, he had it a long way back, didn't he? I was on the leader in that for Jamie Carr, thinking she'd come up here and steal one straight away, and it just gave up at like a bloody a balloon. Got pricked at the 200-metre mark. It was gone. But Profit did sail home. My best explosive Jack probably didn't get the clearest of passages, but had his chance. Ran third. Fucking asshole. Can't even remember what else I tipped. I did win on the day, so hopefully that means that I tipped a few winners, but who knows. Back for more punishment this week, Frano. I've had a little look across the eastern seaboard and down into the lovely Adelaide region of Morphettville. And I've got one bet in all those 3 jurisdictions, being Flemington, Rosehill and Morphettville. And then I've got about 45 in Brisbane. So have you got anything outside of Eagle Farm for the weekend?
Yeah, I got one each at Flemington and Rosehill. Knowing us, they'll probably be in the same race.
Probably. Well, you start with Flemington. Obviously, we don't talk about our tips beforehand. And no doubt they'll be in the races that I've tipped in.
All right. Flemington race 4?
No.
No? Okay. We're not against each other then for once. Right. Flemington race 4, I'm going Rubisaki. Hasn't been winning lately. Or actually, it might be a different race. I think I might have got the races mixed up.
You have. It's race 5, front.
Because
I'm on it too.
There we go.
That's my bet.
There we go. Yeah, race 5. Oh. Geez, good start from me. So race 5, Rubisaki. I think it'll be soft at Flemington, like maybe soft 5, soft 6. It's meant to be a bit of rain tomorrow and Saturday morning. And I don't know. I just think it gets a little bit of weight relief. It's going all right. So, yeah.
Mate, that's my tip. That's my only bet. Melbourne for the day, Rubisaki. I think a lot of speed, Yulong January, all too Hoying, Odeon, Rocks the Castle. I think they will probably go forward. Rubisaki ran behind Brooklyn Hustle, which we tipped a couple of weeks ago, and Adelaide did fuck all, to be fair. But I think this is her race, 1,400 metres. I'm pretty sure she is 4 from 5 over 1,400. I think you're right. It's probably a soft track. She's got great soft track stats, sits in behind the speed and wins. Oh, Frano, we're off to a start. It's a good start. Winner, $3.60 currently on Play Up or wherever you bet. Who knows? Rosehill, Frame Train?
Yep, I'll make sure I get this right, considering I got off to a flyer just before. I've gone race 6, Love Tap.
Oh, yep.
So, no, you're not on that one?
I'm on the next. I was on Love Tap last start in Brisbane, like every other fucker in the world.
Yeah,
didn't bring home the bacon.
Yeah, that's like, I know it was very heavily supported last start. It just didn't get the best run. It was a bit of a dog's breakfast of a race. I think they all hit the line in a blanket, and back to its home track. It's obviously going well considering how well it was backed, and I don't know, there's nothing else that really, like, Great House has drifted massively since it opened, 370 out to 460. So I'm prepared to get on Love Tap here.
You know, I thought too short for Great House, and I thought it was a bit of a cat last prep because I backed it fucking almost every start. Look, I did look at Love Tap, but it just broke my heart last start. So I think the only danger in that one would be Zing for Chris Waller, barrier 3, second up. That's probably the danger there. But my one, so Frane's on race 6, number 2, Love Tap. On race 7, number 11, Stockman, which we backed last week, I think. Carried 60 kilos, ran a very good second to No Compromise, which was the favourite on the day. Dropped 6 kilos, tricky barrier, but 2,400. I'll bank on Avdallah to sort that out. Already been 6 into 480. I'll back up on Stockman in the 7th at Rosehill this weekend. Frame Train, I got one in Morphettville, and it's a horse that I've backed. Let's have a look. It's had how many runs? It's had 30 starts in its career, 6 wins, 5 seconds, 7 thirds. So it's not out of the money too often. But this prep's been not our friend. But I'm on number 5 in race 8 Morphettville Debt Collector at $20.
Oh, yep.
This horse has won me money. I don't know about it over 1,500. It's only been there once. It's ran third. So at $20, you're getting $5.50 the place. I just think there's another win in this horse, and I don't care whether it's running in the Melbourne Cup. I've still got to tip it. So I'm backing race 8 at Morphettville, number 5, Debt Collector. Hopefully,
Debt Collector. That's where I'll be heading if I don't get a winner in this strategy that we're doing the $100 a week.
Yeah, no, you'll be seeing a few of those. Now, the great racing is in Brisbane, Eagle Farm, Oaks Day. Frano, always a good day. How many? So I've dead set got, I think, 5 bets.
I've got 3. Race 5, 7, 9. It's going all
5, 7, 9. All right, I'll kick off in race 1. I'm backing Masaf. So race 1, number 2, Masaf for Byrne and Waller. In fact, I'm tipping Jimmy Byrne in a few races. So let's hope he's on song on Saturday. So race 1, number 2, Masaf. This horse has been running down to Melbourne. It came to Ipswich last start and just absolutely bolted in. Didn't even have a lot of luck and bolted in against terrible opposition. Don't get me wrong. Prince of Aragon, I was on it last start. Very good horse. I just thought it might be coming to the end of its preparation. I don't think it sort of won with the authority I thought it might. It's getting up in the weights. So I really like Masaf to kick the day off in Brisbane. Race 1, number 2. Now, I've got one in race 3, and then we'll get to race 5, which I know you're betting in. My best of the day is in race 3, and it's the top weight Red Chase, which has featured in my best bets before. Just think it's clearly on top. It's got to carry 59 kilos. Jim Byrne in the saddle for Desley Forster, who won with a Patchy Chase, that combo last week. But I just think it's a really good race for Red Chase. Didn't get clear until sort of the 250-metre mark last start against good opposition. Emerald Kingdom won that race. I think Tofane runs second in it. If it was 1,400, I reckon it's an absolute moral. 1,300, but 1,300 is probably, as I said, 100 metres short of where I'd want it. But I'm going Red Chase to sit just off the speed. Jim Byrne smoking the pipe in behind, pulls out, wins at $5. So race 3, number 1, Eagle Farm. Bet of the day, Red Chase. Red Chase made it bet of the day. Ran second, and then the week later, I tipped against it and it won. So it owes me a bit. Good. Loves Eagle Farm too. 4 wins.
Yeah, loves Eagle Farm. The other horse in that loves Eagle Farm is McEwen. I reckon that could be a smoky at odds. It's not running that great at the moment, but
it'll run a good second, hopefully. Beaten 6 lengths. Race 5, Frame Train. What have you got?
Race 5, I'm going Scalapini each way. First up, it's going to get back. It'll need a bit of luck because it'll get smothered up from barrier 3, but it loves Eagle Farm, loves first up, loves good track, and it's good each way odds at $11 and $3 or around that way on the corporates.
It'll run a good second. Actually, there's a couple of our favourites in this. Wisdom of Water.
Yeah, I know.
We've been on Baller.
If Wisdom of Water and Baller will probably be the Quinella, and I won't be on either. But
I'll have that just in case.
Splintex is like the short price favourite, but it I don't know. It prefers a bit of a bit of a wet track, and it's probably going to be rock hard again at Eagle Farm. I don't know. I'm prepared to risk it at 260.
Well, I might go and get the hose out because I think Splintex will win. 4, you're right. 2 from 2 on heavy. 4 wins on good tracks from 12 starts. I just think it'll barrier 1. It'll lead for fun. Beaten 1.6 by Eduardo in the 10,000, was it? Pretty good form. So I'm going to be with Splintex. I think it'll win. I agree. Scalapini, 4 from 7 first up. Goes well first up and draws a good gate. And Varda flew home last start as well. I reckon it might be a good trifecta, actually. Those 3. And Baller and Wisdom of Water can fuck right off. Because I'll be filthy if either of those win.
If fucking Wisdom of Water wins after I've spent a small fortune on it this prep, or Baller wins after spending a small fortune on it last prep, geez, I'll be shitty.
I hope Josh Parr in the saddle of Splintex just takes him to the front and stays there. I can't see much taking it on. Stampy, maybe. The
Stampy
astrologist.
Yeah.
The astrologist might go forward from the barrier. Wisdom of Water won't be too far away, but I think Splintex will just win. Hope I'm right. When did it win? Yeah, Randwick was back like two starts ago.
2 starts.
Yeah, mate. It was like 13s into 4s. That was a good track. So let's see how we go. Race 5, number 1 for me. Race 5, number 3 for Frano. Race 7, Frane, you said you had a selection.
Yeah, well, I think we spoke about this one during the week. I'm going to go Rock O'Clock. It's paying each way odds again. It's won its last 2. Goes up in weight, but like the others, some of the ones that are a bit shorter in the market, like Natoya and Polly Gray, I don't think they're going to handle the surface at all. They're wet trackers, and yeah, they should be a lot longer than what they are. Yamazaki has been going well, but I'm prepared to be with Rock Clock. Hopefully can sit like midfield and do what it's been doing well and just peel out and use that turn of foot.
I can't believe it's $7.50 Rocket Clock. Genuinely can't believe. I'm having 2 bets in that race. Rocket Clock, absolutely. Can lead and win or can sit back. It'll probably go back. Hopefully it gets three wide cover. Hopefully Nudge doesn't win again because every time I've tipped it, it doesn't, and it comes out and wins. But then I am backing at very good odds, which I think we spoke about. Number 12, Perfect Deal. Its win first up was incredible. Yeah. It only beat Smart Medium, which lost again. Ran second again at the midweeks yesterday, or Wednesday. But this is a good horse. Each way $34, $8.50 to place. Main bet Rocket Clock each way. And then probably 1 by 3, Perfect Deal. Big bet on the place, Perfect Deal. I reckon it's a really good horse. Let's hope. Frane, I'm betting in the Oaks, and then we'll get to the last. I am going to stick with Bargain in the Oaks. I've been with it most of the preparation. Finished off well last start at Doomben, I think. Might have been the Roses, I'm pretty sure, behind Only Words. I just think it's... draw barrier 4. I think it might be actually favourite at the moment. I think it's a pretty good horse. It's had a pretty long preparation, but I'll back Bargain to win the Oaks. I noticed Good Soys is in that race again, Frane. You're obviously jumping off, and it'll win.
I don't know if I'll jump. I just don't think I'll have a bet in the race, but it was pretty disappointing last start at Doomben. It sort of sat worse than midfield and did not run on at all. I don't know if it improves by going over to Eagle Farm. It's won there before, and maybe had a second there. I can't remember. But yeah, fuck it. If I was going to back it, I'd have to get better than 26 to 1. That's for sure.
Yeah, 1 from 1 at the track, but I think it'll be boxed up from barrier 1. I don't know. Might be a Ryan Maloney gem. But I'm on race 8, the Oaks, number 3, Bargain. Frano, what do you got in the last?
In the last, I'm with Georgie's Pride. So another for the Jim Byrne, Desley Forster combo.
Absolutely.
Track specialist. Not the best barrier, but I think it appreciates the going and the track. And there's a few, like I'm going against Kisakano, who won last start, probably the only time it's gone around without me on it, which sucked. But there's a few that could win it, but I just think it's the horse that I reckon it could start a lot lower than 380, that's for sure, by the time the race comes around.
Got the picket fence happening. Jim Byrne, hopefully he's already won a couple, including race 3, number 1, Red Chase, and race 1 as well. But I think you're right. I think Georgie's Pride will lead. I think Kisakano's a real fucking danger. Every time you don't back it, it wins. So if you could stay off, because I'll probably have a bit on Kisakano. The other good horse that I thought ran well in that race was Streaker for Chris Anderson and Glenn Boss.
Yeah, it did.
Might get a bit of cover on Saturday and might run on as well. I think that might be a good trifecta, actually. I think Georgie's Pride will lead him up. Kisakano will probably get it late and Streaker run third. There you go. But good luck with your bet. All right, best of the weekend, Frame.
I'll go Rock O'Clock.
That's good. 750. Great. I can't believe it. If it starts 750, I'll be very surprised. Yep. No chance. If it didn't draw 13, it would be, favourite, I reckon. I think it's a really good horse. My best will be Red Chase. I might even have that multi Red Chase Rocket Cock, which will pay about $34, something like that, $35. Righto, we'll flash up our selections for the week. Apologies again from Marto. He's world's busiest man at the moment, but he'll give his selections because he's the only one who's winning, which is lovely for him. NRL this weekend, frame train, only 4 games because of the Origin break. A couple of shitters, if we're being really honest. Broncos play the Dragons tonight, which will be last night when we publish this. So we probably won't comment on that because every time we do, we normally get it wrong. But I will back the Dragons.
I've got such a bad record at this, but I reckon the Bronx 1-12.
Okay. Well, one of us.
I'm prepared to be wrong. I'm none from about 100 going the Thursday night tip.
Barring a golden point draw, one of us will have egg on our face tomorrow. Actually, I thought the Dragons would win quite comfortably.
I've actually seen a few different people say, like, some people reckon the Bronx are like the best bet at $3.30, and some people are like fucking St. George 13 plus. Put your house on it. Like I've seen. I don't know. I just think that like the Bronx are a bit hot and cold, obviously, but against the more ordinary teams, they can go all right. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll have egg on my face tomorrow morning again.
Yeah, probably. I'll cut it up and put it on social media if you do. The other games, Tigers, Panthers. Panthers have about 45 out with Origin, but they'll still beat the Tigers, I presume. They lose just about everyone in their team. Likewise, the Storm and the Titans. The Titans lose Fafita and Tino and AJ Brimpson, I think. Or maybe he'll be released, but they'll probably get done as well. That was terrible last week. Knights play the Eels on Sunday. Unfortunately, I think the Eels will destroy the Knights, even though the Knights had a good win over Manly. And then it's Wednesday night, State of Origin, frame train. What are we thinking for State of Origin? Queensland paying $2.50.
$2.50. I reckon the crowd's going to be like almost worse in terms of the favouritism towards the Queenslanders. So I can't understand how they're $2.50.
No idea.
I think it's great.
No idea.
Great
obviously,
betting.
Injury cloud. Ponga's obviously out. Injury cloud over Munster, but I think he's getting through all right. I can't believe they're $2.50. Cannot believe it.
Yep.
I think Queensland will win. $2.50 is a sensational price, and depending on who you bet with, there'll probably be some sort of promotion where if you score in the first 5 or 10 minutes, you'll get your money straight away. So, but what I think, like Origins are typically that tight. If you're a professional gambler, which we are not, have whatever you have on Queensland at the start of the match at $2.50. At some point, if they go up 6-0 and the Blues are paying $2.50, then just back the Blues and then you can't lose.
I did go Queensland halftime game 1 last year at $12 on a live betting, and they got up.
I remember that.
I think that's the best live bet I've ever done in my life. But definitely the live. As soon as someone goes up by a try or two, you could easily jump off. It's such a momentum shift of a game.
Some real belters in the Super Rugby this weekend, Frano. Crusaders in the Force. Crusaders at $1.02. Highlanders and Waratahs. Highlanders at $1.04. Now the Reds might actually be some value against the Blues at home at $3.27. But the Reds have gone and picked. They've dropped Fraser McWright altogether. I don't know whether he's got COVID or anything. I don't think he does. So he's gone, which I'll never understand. They had a good win last week against the Chiefs, who did have Damien McKenzie off for the game, and the Chiefs rallied late. $3.27 might be a nice price for the Reds, or take them with a line. Are you going to have a play in the Reds-Blues game at all?
Yeah, it's the only one that I wrote down as a bit of value going the Reds at like $3.27. They got a good scrum, good forward pack. I do think they do lose something by not having Fraser at least on the bench, but Isaac Henry was pretty good last week. They got Hunter.
He actually surprised me. He surprised me, Isaac Henry. He played really well. I thought that might have been an experiment that lasted a week, but he certainly took his opportunity.
I reckon not a bad little play at 3.27. They got a pretty good record at Suncorp, the Reds.
They do. Yeah, again, I'll back the Reds at the start. If they happen to get a lead and they blow out, I'll back the Blues in live betting. The other game is the Brumbies and Hurricanes, which will be a good game down in Canberra. Again, the Brumbies are about $3.20. So if any of the Australian teams are going to win this weekend, it'll either be the Reds or the Brumbies, obviously. I think one of those might...
I think the Brumbies are a great bet as well at $3.20. Yeah. Like the Hurricanes, yeah, I understand why they're favourites, but mate, it's probably going to be about... I suppose they're pretty used to cold weather, but it'll be a shit-house night in Canberra. It'll be about 1 degree. And, yeah, I don't know, tough away trip. A lot of teams now getting used to having to go back and forth. So,
hopefully one of them wins. The only other thing I'll be betting on the weekend, Frayne, didn't get any result last week, is the Memorial Tournament in the golf. I think I told you a story that I've backed Phil Mickelson about 45,000 times in my life and missed him at 300-1 in the PGA Championship. I digress. I'm going to be backing Xander Schauffele in the Memorial at $21. So I'll have that Schauffele to win, and then some top 20s, top 10 bets as well. He is overdue, and I think the course sets up well for him. Outside of that, we will flash up our best of the weekend all over social media and try and collect a few winners. Frono, nothing else for the weekend?
No, that's everything. Big weekends, big weeks of sport coming up. We've got Origin, Stradbrokes around the corner, Euro 2020 in the football. It's all happening. Cricket, Test cricket. Oh, well, they're calling it Euro 2020, but it's being played in 2021. So go figure.
That makes sense.
There was some cricket started last night, so it's all happening. The
other one is NBA playoffs, which I just fucking cannot get enough of. There's a series, Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I'm not sure when they tip off. It'll be the next day or two. It will be a cracking series, Brooklyn and Milwaukee. And the Lakers face an elimination today, tomorrow, or Saturday, depending on when you're watching this in the NBA as well. So LeBron
Who's your tip? Who's your tip for the NBA? Who's going to take it out?
Brooklyn for sure. Yeah, they just got too much firepower. And for a live odds update, thanks to Joel Kane, they are paying betting suspended. So there you fucking go. But I reckon they'd be about $3.54. But if they keep Kyrie, KD, and James Harden on the court, they should be winning. Whoever wins the East will win. I don't think anyone from the West. The Jazz will get through. I think they got through against Memphis today. I just don't know who's going to beat anyone from the East. So I think the Brooklyn-Milwaukee series will be good. They'll go on and play probably the 76ers. So whoever wins the East will win, I think. The only other thing, Frono, is club rugby. Seriously, they put the odds up at about 2:30 on a Saturday for Queensland Premier Rugby. I'll try and do like a little Instagram story. I think I've won the last 5 weeks. So my account will get shut down pretty shortly, I'm sure. The only thing I didn't win on the weekend was Bond played Brothers. And Brothers were down 100-0 after about 4 minutes and came back and got a draw, which was sensational. But betting on Premier Rugby is like a 9-to-5 job. It's just secure income. It's not overly exciting, but if you've got Stan Sport, you can watch it all, or go out to your local ground. Who knows? Buy chips and drink and support your local club. All right, Frono, you'll probably be on the piss again this weekend, I presume.
No, mate. I need to run a marathon in 4 weeks, so I can't keep drinking, mate.
Are you chasing? Is that a charity thing or?
No, or not particularly, but I think you can. Like, it's just something I wanted to do. I don't know why. In hindsight,
I won't be far behind you. Righto. Good luck, good punting, and we shall see you next week. Thanks, Frontron.
See you, mate.